Ladies and gentlemen, today I present to you day 2 of the Road to 2000 series. Yesterday, or not really yesterday, but like a few days ago, I got beat up really badly, and when you beat up badly, you kind of rage and tilt, so that's why I stopped. Today, I hope that we are gonna have a great episode, and I'm gonna win every game I play. Also, after that episode, I lost like 20 rating points. I know, a great advancement for me. And so we will have to get those back in this episode. So we're going to be try to play the same format. We're going to go to like 25 minutes, 26, 30 minutes, and we'll try to play like 3 games. Or basically 3 games, not including the games where I lose earlier, or. So we are going to start with the white pieces in this game against Wamalan. So I'll start it with e4. This is a classical opening, and we have g6. This is the modern defense. It's not a very reputable opening, but many people use it at these kind of levels to try to get ahead with their opponent. So I'm going to blitz out a few typical opening moves. I'm just going to put all my pawns in the center and just put my knights here too. So bishop to g4 is common here. So I really recommend playing h3 first to block bishop to g4. And even if you have to sacrifice your pawn, which our opponent doesn't take, it's usually worth it. So I'll play bishop to d3 and c3, bishop to e3, and knight to d2. I mean, it's probably not an opening, but as long as you don't blunder much, it's not exactly bad. So our opponent here is going to go for e5, Wamalan. But Wamalan looks like he doesn't know what he's doing, and he plays knight to e8. Quite an odd move because I don't really see where the knight's going. And you really don't want to overthink the opening. Just play typical moves. So I don't have to respond with anything because Wamalan is not threatening anything directly. So Wamalan decides to take on f4. This is actually not a great move. You should have taken on d4 to destabilize my center. But now Womlin has a few problems with his knight down here, and Womlin will have trouble bringing out his rook. And look at this, look at this. My beautiful arrows. Oh, that, I don't know what's happening. Okay, whatever. Scratch theirs. So Womlin puts his knight back on f6. Perhaps he wanted to open up his bishop so that he could play that move. So I am going to play knight to d2 and just simply develop my pieces. No need to get over enthusiastic about this position. By the way, please tell me if I should play 15 plus 0, because I kind of run out of time sometimes. I'm just going to back my bishop up here. We're doing pretty good on time. Womelin plays bishop to h6. I think he's getting a bit desperate here, but he's trying to take advantage of my weak dark squares, which is a pretty nice concept, and put his knight on f4. So we are going to... I'll just let him do that and then try to take advantage of my center. Now, I bet that Womlin... Never mind, I don't bet the Womlin, but like... I don't bet that Womlin... Probably Womlin will play knight to f4 now, right? Okay, never mind, Womlin doesn't. Womlin's Womlin. I'm not Womlin, so... I'll take with the knight. You usually don't want to trade off bishops. And I'll play like queen to e2 or something. I expect he's going to trade and play queen to h4. Experience, kind of, there's no really way that I can tell you how to predict moves. It's kind of just experience. If you had a lot of experience, you could tell what your opponent's going to play. The main thing, yeah, is that knowing what to do against it. So queen to h4. And now actually, this is surprisingly not a great move because now Womlin allows me to play knight to f3, and the queen actually must go back, which is kind of depressing for Womlin. But okay, he can play that too. I guess I didn't see that. Okay, but Womlin's dark squares are weak. I guess I'll just trade off queens. I don't really like this position that much. I won't risk anything. Womlin trades too. And now his bishop's attacked, which gives me an advantage. If he plays rook d8, then actually I might... Okay, never mind, he didn't. But I'll show you in post-analysis, it might have been a bit better. If I do post-analysis. Like, but now, actually, I think I have a pretty good advantage because um, you should always get your rooks on the 7th. And then just double. Put your rook on some other place on the 7th rank and then double on the 7th rank. That's just a pretty good combo. The only flaw is that your opponent can sometimes trade off or block it, which I didn't see. In this case, he had one of those options, which I kind of missed, but yeah, kind of puts me back. But I can play here. I'm just going to try to generally gain it back. And now I'm almost threatening a tactic, but yeah, there's that. Uh, I'm gonna proceed with trying to trade off the bishop. Oh wait, no. What? Okay. So I just blundered a knight. Wait. Yeah, blundered a knight and yeah, sad. Okay, guys, seems like we lost our first game. I know, I'm on a really bad losing streak these days. I know what's happening to me. Like, I can show you what happened to my okay. Well, it's just a grind, so I'm just gonna play. We got white again. Maybe we can win this time. And I seem to be blundering a lot of stuff. Okay, so um, I guess I'll just play a weird opening. I've been studying this opening a bit. I don't really remember what to do, but like, yeah, okay. This is the only variation I basically remember. So the idea is that they're supposed to play like knight to c6. Oh, hey, no takes backs, okay? Don't feel bad for your opponent. If your opponent plays a weird move and offers a take back, just don't accept it, okay? So don't accept the take back, never. Even if you feel bad, Elo is Elo. You might say, I want to win. Oh, let's go, guys. We won. We're absolutely crazy. Okay. So we got another guy. This time we got black, Caleb Sharma. And he plays e4. And I assume knight to f3. And now I guess Italian. No, we have a Scotch, actually. Please don't tell me it's a Scotch gambit. I will hurt. I don't know. Okay. To stop yapping because I literally hate the Scotch gambit with all of my life. Because I never look at the lines really. And I sometimes forget. I think the main line's e5, right? I don't know. Oh. Oh yeah, knight to g4. I feel like I'm getting this really wrong. Am I? I don't know, actually. Okay, queen t2, queen. Oh, I was literally about to save me. The misclick was like what? My mouse is literally like in the center of those squares. I was so cooked. Like, oh my, why did I play? I think it was just wrong. It's that my garbage mouse skills, probably, maybe, hopefully. So Caleb Sharma seems to be confused too, and oh, okay. Caleb Sharma is not confused indeed. Caleb Sharma knows what he's doing, and Caleb Sharma is probably gonna destroy me. So I think I'll just play knight to g6. Problem is I lose a pawn. I'm up a pawn, so it doesn't really matter here. And as black, you really want to go for the draw unless you're playing a low-rated opponent, which I am, so like... Well, the main thing about chess is just like getting good at endgames, really. You just convert, you just don't die in the opening, don't die in the middle game, and then just cook in the endgame. Or cook in the middle game too. And then cook even more in the endgame. That's also a possibility. I was like a really good cooker, but then like I lost all my expertise and then I just blundered. Wait, did I just blunder again? What is wrong with me? I think I blundered, right? Wait, did I? Because... Oh, wait, I did, right? God, what is wrong with me? Because if I take, I just lose. Bro. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna do some post-analysis after this game. Really bad again, but I guess can't have everything perfect. Oh wait, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Our opponent blundered. Okay, we're back in it, baby. We're up a pawn, and we're back. Trade, check, and check, checky, check, check. Checking like randomly is never good, but checking with check. I can't speak. I'm so happy. Okay, so I'm just gonna give this check and then go back to f5. Okay, let's go. That was a really bad decision by your opponent. I keep on saying that, but then I lose. But like, trust. Now rook to yeah. Your knight has to go back, and now bop. If you push, I play d3, and now I have a pass pawn, and you lost. Let's go. We finally won a game. Like actually, well, not really. We blundered a piece, but like, I mean. I'm gonna actually see if I can win a game really without my opponent blundering. Did I blunder? The pawn? Wait. Hmm. I think I did. Never mind, guys. We got too excited. This game's still on. Oh, wait. No. I have this move, yeah. Oh, wait. But he has knight to... No, but then I have rook... If he plays knight to c5, I have rook to c4. Yeah, he has to sack the knight. Gotta keep your tactics sharp. And now I can just back up. Just play simple moves, simple moves. Rook to d5 or bishop d5. My rook's kind of trapped here. How can I get my rook back in play? I guess I could just move my bishop, which would mean... But I don't really wanna. My bishop is kind of trapped, actually, which is really surprising. So I'll just play b5. Now you can play c4. So he has to play something else. Actually, c4 wasn't a threat, but I guess I'll just do it this long way since I'm not really needing something. What I mean by that is this. Wait. Oh, wait. Guys, emergency situation. What is that? Did I blunder? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Watch this. I'm crazy. Watch this. He thought he could win my bishop, bop. And I can't take, and you lose a pawn. I guess I should have set this trap earlier, but I think it's less effective earlier, so I just had to do it now. And easy W for your boy in the chat. I think I can get a checkmate if he doesn't take. Oh. Well, not like if he moved away, I mean. Now, don't pre-move. Whatever you do, do not pre-move in this position. I think white has a way to break through, but like, problem not my problem. Yeah, that's not the right way. I think you're supposed to push the B pawn and then go for a pawn break. I think that's like the basics of pawn break or whatever. Now you can just push. Wait, but be careful for stalemate because he can't move any of his pawns. And just for disrespect for this guy not promoting, I'm just gonna, you know, just have to. Bishop. Actually, this isn't stalemate. This is what you get, buddy. How do I checkmate it? Okay, bishop check. Let's go. Oh, wait, no. Okay, guys, we're having a slight delay because I can't checkmate with two bishops and a queen. You know what? Oh, wait, that would steal me. Okay, if I move my bishop. Take back? Bro, who do you think I am? You think I'm going to checkmate you? I'm gonna make you suffer. Oh, I can't make you suffer. Momentarily. I'll be back. Bro actually thought I would let him survive. Like, bro. Stat checkmate. Let's go. Let's go. We got our points back. And now we better cook. And we're actually pretty good on time here. So E5. Knight to C6. C3. Problem. Ponziani. I've seen a Ponziani in like, I think it was 10 games earlier. I saw one. And I don't really care about the theory. I mean, I just play whatever. Ponziani is just like Italian, but garbager. I just play what I play in the Italian C3 D4 line. Except there's that, which I don't know how to play against. So, like, yeah. I think in the Ponziani, you're supposed to play. Who cares? Solution to life. Who cares? Trust. If I lose, then I can't say that I'm a bad chess player, right? That's what you have to think. If you lose, you're not a bad chess player. You just learn more. Okay, yeah, I think this is the line. You're supposed to play d5 if on croissant. If he doesn't on croissant, then he's not a chess player. By the way, it's not on passant, it's on croissant now. So if he doesn't on passant, then he can just develop or I just take. And then if he does, then I'll show you. So a3, he's probably just like stalling or something. He's trying to like, this is just really bad for white because it's just, sorry, Ponziani lovers, it's just a bad opening. Because see, you get this structure, which is just the French, except for some reason the French, playing the French on white, the French is on steroids. So, like, yeah, it's just much better, especially when you're not playing real chess and you're playing a3, b4. Okay, I can't be talking because I played a3 before, but like that's an opening. This is a good move. And Suriskata is now thinking and plays the extraordinary move knight to c3, which does absolutely nothing, and I don't care. Now, if I probably just blundered a queen because I don't even know at this point. I just play a move and then I don't even realize that I blundered. And then when they take the piece, I just somehow realize. And so here we go again. I have seemed to blunder, not exactly because Sirskita kind of missed this idea that, oh wait, never mind. I missed the idea that I'm really bad at chess. So we are going to just take Sirskita's knight because we're forced to now. And now I am going to play the beautiful, extraordinary move, knight to a5. Knight to, wait, do I? Okay. Knight to a5 is a beautiful move in which I develop, I don't know, trying to do something. So I'm going to play knight to c4 if I get the chance to put some pawns here. And this is a typical idea in one of the lines of the Italian, where actually in the Evans Gambit too, where if they play queen to a4 check, actually c6 protects the knight. Even better if they play queen to b5. But our opponent doesn't have 5 brain cells, and they don't play that move. But now I end up with the bishop pair, which isn't really blocked, unlike white's dark squared bishop. And I'm really okay as long as I don't blunder with my knight, which I'm not really sure I won't. And so white is just trying to castle. We'll chill over there. I'm just going to try to get my knight out of here before something bad happens. So I'm going to bring my queen over here so that I can play knight to c4. Oh, what is... Okay. I don't trust these Lee chess arrows anymore. Chess.com arrows have ruined my life, and Lee chess arrows aren't making it much better. The only thing I can trust on are my chest-based arrows, but I don't have those here. So I'm just gonna, oh no, I'm still in drawing mode. So I'm just gonna go play knight to c4. Well, I can't really do anything here. By the way, do you know how you can get the like streaming thing? It's kind of cool, you know, where it says like blah 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 is streaming. I don't know if you have to do a Twitch stream or something else. I think you have to do a Twitch stream, but I don't know if you need to get a verified streamer account. Because in chess.com, I think only Twitch does it, but I don't know if I should do live streams on the Blunder of Fork, or I should do like videos. I try to do instructive videos. I'm just, by the way, yapping, but like I'm just winning here. But I don't know if doing live streams is better because I know a lot of people do live streams and I watch their live streams, but like, yeah. And I might do a live stream on Twitch once in a while, but I don't really want Twitch subscribers. I mean, I just don't really want to do it on Twitch because it's a separate thing and then the views are really different. Maybe if YouTube live streams were more popular, I would actually do them, but they're not really that popular. Um, though a few creators have been dabbling in it. So I'm going to play. I mean, I'm not going to try to blunder anything, first of all, but I'm going to try to trade off pieces with queen to b6. And usually at this level, your opponent won't trade off. But if you're at a lower level, you should look out for these kind of exchanges where if you get a kind of opponent, which you should be able to tell, that loves to trade, you should try to engage trades more that would help you. That's how you take advantage of that kind of opponent and not quit because life is hard. What's more harder than you because you have no brain cells, but like, yeah. I'm just gonna get in here, even if he kicks me out. Probably not my problem. I'm just gonna play queen to b1, and I'm gonna sneak over to d3. I'm just gonna be as annoying as possible to my opponent. So my opponent is probably thinking that they have no chance because I am so great at chess. So they hopefully are gonna resign in like 2 moves. But our opponent is like the last one, and they don't like Okay, I really thought there that I blundered a piece, but actually that's just... Oh my... Wait, was I down a piece? Okay, I'm not down a piece. I thought I just like ruined my whole career. I kind of did, but I'm not losing. Okay, I am losing, but like it's not that bad. I was up with exchange, so it's just two pieces for rook. It's kind of really bad at this level, but there are people who do not know how to play with those, so I can hope that Surikita. I'm just gonna call it her or him here. Wait, what's not the Indian flag? I thought that was the Indian flag. Okay, whatever. Okay, I thought that was like a really weird tone of orange, but it's the Belgium flag. Oh yeah, cause the Indian. I thought maybe they didn't put the symbols, but that's a Hungarian flag. Okay, I just suck at geography, so like. Well, Surikita, I don't know how to pronounce it because I was pronouncing it like an Indian, but now I don't know. But they could be from Indian origins, just they're not like me. I'm from Indian origins, but maybe they're not like. Oh, I just lost a pot. Maybe they're not. Oh, wait, I can't do anything. So that was the whole point of her or him, whatever, move. Oh, I can't even play. I have to take. I mean, I guess maybe, but yeah, actually, it's good for me because when you have a rook, it's not like lost. I know many people say this is the most basic unit of exchange, but actually, if you delve a little bit deeper, you'll find out that rooks, the sacrifice isn't bad actually for black. It just turns out that because you think it's bad, but what you read is that actually they're good in endgames. But many people just conceive it as that kind of exchange is just bad. And anyway, but that's the only real exchange that material shows who's better. But with the plus one material value and with the conceived or the misconceived expression, it's actually not that bad for me. Because as I get closer into the endgame, I have the ability to double my rooks on the seventh ring, which will be a game changer that white doesn't have. So when you have this kind of thing, you should try to double your rooks on the seventh rank as quickly as possible. I mean, this is kind of a bad situation for me since I'm gonna get bullied by the bishops, but I mean, I kind of signed myself up for this, so I can't really be talking. But even if I have to sacrifice some pawns, it's probably worth it. Though it's kind of a glass cannon kind of thing. It's a hit or miss, really. Yeah, so they can. Actually, if I play here first, they can. But the problem is with the rooks, they're really hard to coordinate, so. Unlike the bishops, which are really easy to coordinate, rooks are much harder to coordinate, so I have to think about whether I want to sacrifice a pawn or not. Actually, I think isn't this just winning if they take? You think it is, right? Promise bishop to a5. Well, at least I'm lucky that my opponent can't be stream sniping because I'm recording a YouTube video right now. Oh yeah, they saw it. Dang. Well, I guess I have to do this now. Don't really have another choice. I have to sacrifice a pawn. Oh, no, wait, I don't because this is with check, right? But now it's not going to get easier from here. Even if I lose this pawn, it's not that bad for me because I have a pass pawn, which is kind of what my whole game is going to be reliant on. These kind of endgames are the thrill. Like, I really don't care if I lose or win this game. This is just what makes chess fun. Just like not knowing what's going to happen. It's really just exciting to me. That's why I feel like you don't play chess because you need to win at it or be good at it. I just think it's really fun. So now looks like the time situation is equal, so I don't really have any problems with that. I might just have to play. So if I push, do I make it in time? No, I don't. Okay. So I guess I'll have to go for a second pawn. Oh wait, I can get that pawn, right? But then, yeah, I can get this pawn though, which is good for me. Yeah, I think we might have this in the back. Check, and now I can push, right? Problem is that if I push, I lose that, so I have to play this first, right? And then push, I think. Problem is now bishop could... No, that wouldn't work. I think I win here, right? I'm not sure. Yeah, because he's sack here. I'm really lucky that my opponent doesn't have like any sort of piece that can... Oh no, I missed that thing. Well, I mean, I get a pawn back. I just try to win all the pawns back, I guess. And the great thing with the rook is that you can just consume all the pawns. Bishop problem is that bishops can control both squares. So if they had a knight, I would be worried right now, but I kind of am now because bishops aren't that bad because they have, instead of knights, they have really long-term view. So, and in this position, bishops are optimal, but my rook, really have to depend on my rook in this position, whether it can handle all these attacks or not. So I think we'll finish with this game, by the way. It's over 30 minutes now. So let's try to win this, chat. Wish me luck. Yeah, I was expecting that. I'll just take on this pawn. But bishops, in turn, are not that great at defending because bishops need to coordinate, and coordinating doesn't take... takes a lot of... I mean, doesn't take a few moves. It takes a lot of moves. So I kind of have the advantage with that. My rook is one piece. It moves out as one and can easily just exploit the bishop's positionings. While bishops move as two, and that's really the reason I had this really big question when I was newer to chess. Why is bishop and a rook worth less than a queen? Because if you think about it, they have the same sort of scope, right? They both control the oh wait, no, I didn't mess up. They both control the diagonals and the lines, the straight lines. So why in the world is a bishop and a rook worth less than a queen? Well, it turns out because it's harder to coordinate the pieces while the queen just moves as one whole, as I was explaining earlier. And now I think I have a pretty decent advantage here. Problem is that the king here, because my king would take two moves while his takes one, so I might have to be a bit more careful. But my opponent is also losing time rapidly, so I'm going to lock in now. I'm not going to say a lot unless I'm completely winning. Oh wait, no, I was about to... My opponent's playing good chess too. This might just be a draw. I mean, at least I can know that... At least I can't lose here. That's the benefit that I have here. Yeah, because... okay, I think it's just a draw, so I'm just... Because even if he trades the rooks, there's no certain advantage he has. Because the problem with the bishops is that in short range coordination, they're really good against pawns too. And a rook, unlike the bishops, don't act as separate deities. So I mean, I guess I have to go for some tricks, but nothing's gonna work other than tricks here. I just have to, I guess, cheese him. I need to win on time. So, yeah, it's kind of a bad sign there. I think Lichess doesn't mark this endgame as a draw. Yeah, it doesn't. Because I know chess.com does insufficient material stuff, but I don't know. So I just have to not get forked. Which isn't as easy as it seems, actually, because if I go on a light square, then I have the probability of being... Oh, let's go. Okay. Yeah, my opponent's freaking out a bit. I just have to stay on light squares now. And now it's time for me to win in time trouble. Mainly just give check. And I'll just block off squares that they would like to go to. No, don't... No! I didn't realize that until I played this. Okay, whatever, guys. I mean, yeah, good game. Good game. So, well, I mean, I guess we had a pretty good run. We gained 5 points. And thank you for watching, like and subscribe. And please check out my previous video for info how I got beaten up. And see you later. Get out of here.